Imagine waking up, not to your alarm, but to pure dread. Your phone already buzzing. Emails screaming for attention. The world, it seems, is already 10 steps ahead. You're playing catch-up before your feet even hit the floor. Sound familiar? What if I told you you've been doing mornings completely wrong? And worse, it's sabotaging your entire day before it even begins. Every single morning, most of us roll out of bed and into a reactive state. We check the news, scroll social media, or dive straight into urgent tasks. We let the world dictate our mood, our focus, our very first steps. We are responding, not initiating. We are behind before we've even started. This isn't just a bad habit. It's a profound misunderstanding of how to truly master your day. What if there was a way to flip that script? To reclaim those crucial first hours? To build an internal fortress against the chaos? For centuries, a group of ancient thinkers knew something we've completely forgotten. They didn't have smartphones, no email, but they faced chaos, uncertainty, empire-wide instability. Sounds a bit familiar, doesn't it? They developed a powerful toolkit, a philosophy not just for contemplation, but for practical living, a way to anchor themselves, to master their internal world, regardless of the external storm. They were called the Stoics. And no, Stoicism isn't about being emotionless. It's about being deliberate. It's about control where it matters most, your mind. These aren't just tips. These are fundamental shifts in how you approach your morning. They will transform not just your first hour, but your entire day, and ultimately, your life. Are you ready to stop reacting and start winning? To turn chaos into calm? Let's dive into the 5 Stoic habits that will change everything, starting tomorrow morning. 1. Practice Premeditatio Malorum. Contemplate the obstacles. Okay, first up, prepare for the worst. Yes, you heard that right. It's called Premeditatio Malorum, or the premeditation of evils. Before you even pour that coffee, take a few minutes. Not to manifest rainbows and butterflies. No, think about what could go wrong today. Seriously, your internet might crash before that big presentation. Your client might suddenly pull out of a deal. That difficult colleague, they might be extra difficult. Why do this? Isn't that just inviting negativity? Absolutely not. This isn't about being pessimistic. It's about inoculating yourself against shock. When you've already mentally rehearsed these potential stumbling blocks, when they actually happen, you're not blindsided. You're not thrown into a reactive panic. You've already considered a response. You've built mental calluses. Think of it like a fire drill. You practice for the emergency not because you want a fire, but so you know exactly what to do if one erupts. What kind of peace does that bring? The kind where your morning isn't dictated by unexpected chaos, but by prepared calm. 2. Embrace a more fatty. Love your fate. This might sound completely counterintuitive, but it's incredibly powerful. Amor fati means love of fate. It means not just accepting what happens, but loving it. Every single thing. The good, the bad, the unexpected detour. This isn't about being passive. It's about a profound, almost radical acceptance of external events as necessary. The traffic jam on your commute, the spilled coffee, the last-minute change of plans. Instead of fighting these things, instead of letting them hijack your mood, you say, "This is happening, and I choose to embrace it." This perspective shift removes an enormous amount of mental friction. You stop wasting energy on resentment and frustration. You free up mental bandwidth to adapt, to innovate, to find the opportunity within the obstacle. When you stop fighting reality, you gain an incredible amount of internal power. It's not about what happens to you, but how you choose to relate to it. Are you going to fight it or love it? 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Choose the hard way. You crave comfort. We all do. Our modern world is designed around making life as easy as possible. But what if comfort is actually making you weak? What if a little bit of voluntary pain actually makes you stronger, more resilient, and more grateful for what you have? This Stoic habit is simple. Deliberately do something uncomfortable each morning. Take a cold shower. Skip breakfast and practice intermittent fasting. Walk to work instead of driving. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Why do this? Because it builds resilience. It reminds you that you can endure. It teaches you to differentiate between genuine suffering and mere inconvenience. When you intentionally step outside your comfort zone, you expand it. The minor annoyances of your day no longer feel like mountains. You develop a psychological toughness that few possess. You become less dependent on external conditions for your internal peace. Try it. The first few times might sting, but the mental fortitude you gain is priceless. 4. Master the dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can change. So much of our stress, so much of our morning anxiety, comes from trying to steer ships in a storm that aren't ours to steer. The Stoics had a brilliant solution: the dichotomy of control. They taught that some things are within our control and some are not. Our opinions, our impulses, our desires, our actions, these are within our control. Everything else, our reputation, our health, to a large extent, the weather, other people's behavior, the market, is not. The simple act of distinguishing between these two categories immediately cuts 90% of your worry. In your morning, before you dive into tasks, take a moment. What are you truly worried about? Write it down. Now, next to each item, ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. Mentally release it. If it is, then focus your energy entirely on that. This isn't about ignoring problems. It's about channeling your precious mental and physical energy into where it actually makes a difference. 5. Engage in reflective journaling. Listen to yourself first. Before the world screams at you, listen to yourself. This 5th Stoic habit is about carving out dedicated time in your morning for self-reflection. Grab a notebook or open a blank document. Don't just write a to-do list. Write down your thoughts, your feelings, your anxieties, your plans, your gratitude. What are you grateful for? What challenges do you anticipate? How do you want to show up today? This isn't about perfect prose. It's about clarity. It's about getting all that mental chatter out of your head and onto the page. Journaling allows you to process emotions, clarify your intentions, and set a deliberate tone for your day. It's a conversation with yourself before anyone else gets a word in. It grounds you. It provides perspective. It helps you identify where your energy should truly go. It's arguably the most powerful conversation you'll have all day. So, there you have it. 5 ancient Stoic habits to completely rewire your mornings and dominate your day. Stop reacting. Start living. Start winning. Imagine the clarity, the peace, the unstoppable momentum you'll build. It starts tomorrow. It starts with you. Which of these powerful Stoic practices are you going to implement first into your morning routine? Are you ready to face the worst, embrace fate, or choose discomfort? Drop a comment below and share your commitment. Don't just watch. Act. Your best day is waiting.